CBS presents this program in color.
Good morning, New York, and welcome back to CBS. I'm Marguerite Higgins.
And I'm Ann Merrick, and we're here to bring you the latest news from America at war.
It is Wednesday, October 3rd, 1968, and it is a chilly fall day. Low 60s, but Jane will get back to you on that after the break.
Can you believe that candy sales have already gone through the roof? We still have over 3 weeks until Halloween.
That's outrageous! Now, on to more important news, our Vietnam War special. Before that, a quick update on Cleveland's 17-year-old sweetheart, Marianne Bell. For those who missed Wednesday's 5 o'clock piece, Marianne went missing last month after an argument with her parents.
Last seen on security cameras at the Cleveland airport, it is rumored that she went to visit her apparent middle school sweetheart in, of all places, Vietnam. Can you believe that, Marguerite?
No, I really can't, Anne. Her close friends and family deny these allegations and say that this is such out of character for her. Law officials, however, have released photos of letters between her and a soldier named Mark.
My condolences to the Bell family. America is watching. Let us now move to field reporter Walker Cronkite, who is coming live from the war front in Saigon.
Thank you, Ann. As you all know, the most recent Viet Cong assault, the Tet Offensive, ended just only a week ago. With the city under siege this September, all American civilian personnel within Saigon, including myself, were evacuated by helicopter to Vung Tau. With the city back in Allied control, we're now pleased to be joining you all at home today. While a strategic victory for our boys in the front lines, new developments point to an increase in Viet Cong support from rural areas. Rumors the offensive was just a propaganda piece for the North Vietnamese. However, military officials in the area have yet to make a statement. In other news, with typhoon season in full swing, it's rain all week here in Saigon. Best our troops stay dry out there. Speaking of troops, morale is looking good. With a victory of our boys in green, General Westmoreland has ordered a ceasefire until further notice. A nice late Thanksgiving for the troops. With a gracious donation by Tyson Foods, all U.S. platoons will be enjoying some turkey while everyone home snacks at their leftovers. And that's the way it is, America. We'll see you again this Friday at 4. This is Saigon, signing off.
Thank you, Walter. And now a quick message from our sponsor.
Coca-Cola has the taste you never get tired of. Always refreshing. That's why things go better with Coke after Coke after Coke.
Welcome back to CBS, where we're bringing the war home in color. We are joined today by Kate Webb. My co-reporter, Anne, has stepped out because she's looking for Jane, our weather reporter, who has mysteriously disappeared. But today we have a very special guest who will be joining us, Tom Smith. Welcome, Tom.
Hi, how are you?
Nice.
My name's Tom. How are you?
How are you?
Tom.
Tell us a little bit about your time in Vietnam.
My tour in Vietnam did not get off to an auspicious start. Okay, so first of all, even though I was a new guy, I was promoted to corporal soon after I arrived in country in January 1967. Okay, I was given command of a 3-man 60mm Motar squad in the 3rd Marine Division's Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 9th Marines.
What event has affected you the most?
Well, okay, I think it was my first combat outing. Began with a near disaster. I had been ordered into a hellborn assault in the Co Gong secret zone, 60 miles south of Saigon in the Mekong Delta.
Interesting.
Yes, very. My first step of the rear ramp of a CH-46 Sea Knight twin rotor helicopter was promoted by a crew chief's push as I hesitated 4 feet above a deep delta rice paddy with 90 pounds of Motar rounds and gear strapped into my 125-pound frame. Jumping into the waist deep mud, I became stuck, okay, giving real meaning to the phrase Vietnam quagmire. All right, please wake up, this is a good part, okay? While the rest of the team raced to edge the landing zone at the exposed area, my section leader trudged out into the LZ, laughing to pull me out of the mud.
It's very descriptive.
Thank you. That afternoon, I witnessed the firing of the 60mm mortar for the first time. There had been no live ammo in training, and I had only fired the 81mm in the States. We were firing registration rounds at likely avenues of approach around our perimeter. The first round landed okay, but the second got barely 30 feet out, enough to be mid-waist. Alright? But not seriously wounded. The rounds were dated 1952. I guess some supply surgeon was used up the older Captain Don Fiest. My company commander did not allow any more firing of the 60mm mortars during the rest of the operation.
How do you think this impacted your...
You know, I completely forgot. I have a thing that I have to be right now, so I'll just see y'all girls later.
Okay, well, good talking to you, Tom. Commercial break? Okay, yeah.
Those crispy Trix fruit colors make me a happy fellow. There's raspberry red, orange, and luscious lemon yellow. So when you got a box of beautiful Trix, who needs carrots?
You do, silly rabbit, 'cause tricks are for kids.
Ooh, what a sneak.
A Big G General Mills cereal.
And with that, here we have with us Judy Campbell, who shares the story of her deceased brother, Keith Allen Campbell, who was a medic deployed in Vietnam and is truly a war hero. Specialist Campbell used his body as a shield to protect a fellow soldier that he had provided life-saving medical treatment for. After a year, his family is finally ready to share the story of Keith Allen Campbell with us. Judy, thank you so much for joining us here on CBS.
Thank you for having me and letting me share my big brother's story.
So tell me a little bit about Keith.
Keith was not only my big brother, but he was also a father figure, someone I truly looked up to for advice. I was amazed at how many people loved and respected him. He was adventuresome, but not reckless or careless. He was a hands-on type of guy, and in many ways, he was self-educated.
Truly touching. Had Keith always been interested in going into the medical field?
Yes, Keith has always been interested in the medical field and invested in a set of medical encyclopedias, which he read cover to cover several times.
Wow. So tell me, how was your family responded to Keith's unfortunate death?
Our mother has by far taken it the hardest. It's been several months, and she's still in denial.
Well, your family is in America's prayers. Thank you for joining us and sharing Keith's story with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Kate and Judy Campbell. That was very moving.
Thank you for joining us in our Vietnam War special. Now let's move on to the weather.
Is Jane here?
Jane?
Jane!
Jane.
Jane! Bye!
Bye.
And
Mommy, I had to change. I'm sorry.
I was recording that and I really want that to go to bloopers.